All right, hello and welcome back, everybody. Today, we are going to look at Chapter 3, Section 2.3, which is all about the American Revolution. So we're going to first look at trouble in the colonies, the events that kind of led up to the American Revolution. Then we're going to look at the American Revolution, take a quick overview of it, and then look at the lasting impact that it had worldwide. Our main idea for this section is that the American colonists fought for and won independence from Britain. So as the British colonies in America grew, conflicts arose between the colonists and the government of Britain about how to govern the new land. In the 1760s, the British government passed several laws taxing the colonists. A tax is a fee demanded by the government to pay for public services. These taxes angered the colonists specifically because they had no representation in British government. These colonists protested or objected to British control. In 1773, in an event that came to be known as the Boston Tea Party, angry colonists dumped a shipment of tea from Britain into Boston Harbor because they felt the tea was unfairly taxed. In response, Britain enacted measures meant to punish the colonists. These actions led some colonists to become more determined to govern themselves. Many were ready to overthrow the government and replace it with one of their own making. In other words, some colonists were ready for a revolution. On April 19, 1775, violence erupted in Lexington and Concord, Massachusetts, when British soldiers were sent to destroy military supplies of colonial rebel groups. One of these rebels was Paul Revere. He alerted the Minutemen, who were colonists who were standing ready to fight at only a minute's warning, that the British were coming. The trouble between patriots, colonists who wanted American independence, and Britain was now an armed conflict. So over the next year or so, fighting continued. In 1776, colonial leaders signed the Declaration of Independence, which was written by Thomas Jefferson. The Declaration of Independence claimed rights for America as an independent country. Benjamin Franklin, a colonial political leader, traveled to France to help convince the French government to support the patriot cause against the British. So France and Britain had a long-running disagreement, rivalry between them. So this was one of the best bets for the soon-to-be United States, the Americans, to get some help in their battle. So France did ultimately decide to loan money to the Patriots and to send troops and ships. Marquis de Lafayette, who was a French nobleman, became an officer in the Patriot Army and helped General George Washington. General Washington led the Patriots to final victory at Yorktown, Virginia, where British troops surrendered in 1781. The two sides signed the Treaty of Paris in 1783, which was a formal agreement that resolved the issues between Britain and the United States. The Treaty of Paris also recognized American independence. It also set the borders of the United States from the Atlantic Ocean to the Mississippi River and from Canada to the northern border of Florida. The American Revolution had created the United States of America. So the revolution had worldwide impact. Assistance from the French had helped Americans win the war. However, France also suffered economic trouble because of the aid that it had provided, and this contributed to its own revolution. The American example also helped to inspire revolutions in Haiti and Central America. Finally, the revolution also affected Canada. We kind of talked about this a bit in the last section, but many who were so loyal to Britain moved to Canada, which increased the British presence there. So, our wrap up today, remember the United States fought for freedom from Britain. They won largely in part because of help from the French, and this revolution had a huge impact on the whole world and continues to have an impact today, obviously, with the United States becoming a thing. Thank you guys for listening. Go ahead and check in Canvas to see what your next job is, and I'll see you all later. Bye.